So today I'm going to be walking through how we as a team at Experience Innovation Consulting use artificial intelligence to accelerate the development of our sales proposals for prospective clients. So we've actually used this process 5 times over the last week. We've sent out over $100,000 of proposals using this exact workflow and these tools. So to walk you through this really quickly, starts with the research. And now I understand that 4 steps for a sales process, that's not necessarily going to be reflective of the reality of things. But for today, just wanted to break this down and bucket it into very easy to follow along steps. So the first piece is Perplexity. We use Perplexity for our AI augmented search. This is a great time saver in terms of being able to plug in who is a company, who's their market, who's their competitors, and starting to understand, what is this company all about? And you can even go as far as to ask, okay, what kind of products and services does it offer? We can see here that they have, or in this one, the results are, so I've searched myself and our company. This is our overview, and then from there we turn around and we look at the different type of services and workshops that we offer. So this is actually a spot-on reflection. From there, we would turn around and we would take the information that we gathered in our research phase and we would move that over into the Proposal Pro. Now, just to introduce the Proposal Pro, this was a custom-built AI agent that we've put together for ourselves. We sat down and we looked at where are within our organization the biggest time sucks, and how did we start to experiment with different AI tools. And so as we talk, this is actually going to go ahead and prompt us to now provide key pieces of information so that it can go ahead and craft the proposal. So you see here, this wasn't about creating a mega prompt or providing an excessive amount of information. In fact, all I did was I said, hey, I'd like to turn around and I'd like to turn around and write a sales proposal to Experience Innovation Consulting. Gave the URL, and it turned around and it began the initial information gathering process. So it's going to ask me a key series of questions, including the scope of work, the guidelines, the audience and stakeholders, successful and unsuccessful project examples, what are key brand and language standards that the proposal needs to adhere to. From there, you see that it's actually gone ahead and created a series of tasks for itself so that it understands who is Experience Innovation Consulting, what is their business model, what's their values, what's their needs, and then turn around and bring that into the proposal, so that it can begin drafting its own proposal here. And we can see that it's actually going to go through a refinement or a chain of thought process where it refines that proposal for quality and ensures that it matches the formatted standards and requirements that we provided. So once we've gone through a couple rounds of revisions, we've provided that information, we understand and have a good working copy. We would then complete the next step in the process, and that's going to be our build phase. Now, traditionally, this was done using PowerPoint or Google Slides, and while those tools are great, they have a place in my heart, and I've been using them for more than 20 years, it was time for something new. And so for us, we actually turned around and we looked at a tool called Beautiful.ai, and this one really fit for us based on our needs and the ability to very quickly take that prompt, bring it over, that working proposal once we have it, and bring it over into Beautiful.ai, give it the information as a prompt, and then it actually creates that first set of slides that we can work from, and we can modify to say, okay, so this is good. Now we can tweak and adjust all of this and send this, including the written copy that would accompany that proposal. Now, the nice thing here is that we've also got analytics built into Beautiful.ai so that we start to understand, okay, so who's engaging? How much time are they spending reviewing the proposal, and what key pieces of the proposal are interesting to them, or where are they spending the time viewing it? So they may be looking at key strengths, but they may completely skip over the recommended initiatives. Finally, we bring all of this together and we share and engage using a platform called Journey.io. Now, for us, this was important because we wanted to create an experience that was very interactive for our customers. One of the key pain points we heard quite frequently was, where was that document again? Can you resend that to us, please? And so with that, we've built out what's called a digital sales room. And so with that, all of those key documents, key videos, that proposal, that's all going to find its way here into the digital sales room. And this again has analytics built into it. So as a seller, I have a good understanding of which members of the buying committee are coming in, what are they engaging with, how are they spending their time, what's their frequency of engagement, those key pieces of information that are going to help me craft meaningful outreach, and making sure that I'm not losing track of key members within that buying committee so that we move everything forward at a pace, really at the pace of business. One of my favorite pieces about Journey is we actually have the ability to interact with that same Miro board. So here we are at the share and engage stage, and we can see that we can actually engage with that right here inside of Miro, or excuse me, inside of Journey. So there's no need for our clients to be able to come in here and go, oh, do I have access to Miro or not? It's all there. You've got the links. It's all in one place. This has been a quick walkthrough of how we're using AI to really augment and refine and optimize our sales process as a small firm. If this is something of interest to you, please drop me a note and be happy to chat with you more. All the best.